All right, I'm really excited to say this. It is day 21. Congratulations, you made it to the end. Give yourself a big round of applause, a pat on the back. Go tell your friends, tell your family members about how awesome you did, because seriously, this is a big accomplishment. I mean, you committed to something for 21 days and you finished it. It doesn't matter if you had a slip here or there. You're still here, you're still watching, and you finished it. I want you to know that most people don't make it through the first week. If you made it to this last video, you are serious about making change and you're going to reach your goal. You're going to get there because you're not just doing this temporarily for a couple of days, for 21 days. I mean, so many people, they join these diet programs, or they do a 10-day cleanse or a 60-day program, and then they think, at the end of it, I made it, it's over, day 61, let's go have a big steak dinner with cheesecake and french fries. That's not what's going to happen. Tomorrow, day 22, you're going to keep going because you set yourself up to start forming these habits these are lifestyle changes. This isn't a diet. It's not a temporary fix. These are lifestyle changes that you're making here. And think about what you did over the last 3 weeks. I mean, you made over your kitchen. You started prepping your meals, planning your week, working out pretty much daily, eating foods that are healthier, bringing new foods into your diet, trying new things, getting rid of some things that have been causing you problems for a long time, and starting to eliminate things that you really don't need to have as staples in your diet. They're things you can have on occasion, but things that don't need to be there on a daily basis. So you started eliminating those things. You've started to train in a more effective way. And you've taken steps every single day to be healthier. They're little tiny steps, but every day you did something that was going to help you to reach your goal. And you should be really proud of yourself. Today what we're going to talk about is now what? What do we do on day 22? Well, there's a couple of things that you can do now that this program is over and you want to keep going with these healthy habits. A couple of things you can do and put into place so that you can stick with them and that you don't go astray. So the first of these things is really, it's about your mindset. We talked about before, it's really about make one decision at a time, one healthy choice at a time. Take it one day at a time. I get really overwhelmed myself, and I think a lot of other people get overwhelmed too when they think, oh my gosh, you mean I have to completely change the way I live and I have to stick with this forever and ever and ever? It can be kind of overwhelming. I mean, I remember a time where I had to eliminate a couple of things from my diet. They were even healthy foods that were causing some inflammation and just not making me feel really well. And the thought of never having those foods again, or not necessarily ever having them again, but not being able to eat them as often as I did, it caused anxiety. I didn't know what I was going to do. It was very overwhelming. I didn't think I could do it. But I took it one day at a time, one decision at a time. It's just thinking about in the moment when you're you feel like you want to splurge or, get off track. You think about what's the big picture here? What do I really want? Is this decision, is this going to hurt me? Is it going to cause a big dent? Or is this something where I can control it, or I have it in moderation and I can keep going? So take it one decision at a time. Stay in a positive mindset. This is the thing that is going to make the biggest difference, because if you have a slip and then you just throw your hands up in the air and say, I can't do it, I'm done, that's when you go right back to where you started on day one. You don't want to go there. I mean, if you keep picking yourself up, dusting yourself off, and pushing forward regardless of what life throws at you. If you made a bad decision and you're feeling down on yourself, don't beat yourself down. Stop bashing yourself, because that's only pushing you deeper down into that hole that you just dug. If you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep going towards the bigger picture, that over time is what's going to help you. Because reaching your goal isn't a matter of the big things that you do. It's the little tiny changes and decisions that you make on a daily basis that make all the difference over time. A couple of things you can do to keep in that healthy mindset or that positive mindset. I have a playlist. I have a workout playlist or a pick-me-up playlist that I listen to when on those days when I do not feel like working out. And I love to work out, but I still have those days when I just don't feel like it. And those are the days when I turn on my special playlist, my favorite pump me up songs that really get me into the mood and make me want to go out and run or lift weights or do whatever I need to do. Music is such a big motivator. Next is, I think positive phrases just everywhere as reminders are things that help me feel better, and maybe it'll help you too. So even just nice comments that I can write down about myself, because I think what happens and why people go astray sometimes is because we talk pretty negatively to ourselves, most people at least, and we start to bash ourselves, put ourselves down when we think that it's not worth it to keep going. So if you have a bunch of positive phrases around you and you're constantly reminding yourself of, all the things you have to be grateful for and all the good things about you, that helps you to stay in that positive mindset. So take some Post-it notes even. Write down some things about yourself that you really like, or great things about yourself, or uplifting comments or quotes that motivate you. Write them down, stick them places where you're going to see them, put them all over the fridge, put them in your bathroom, on the mirror, different places. Keep them at your desk at work, different places where you're going to see them. And when you're maybe having a tough time and you're stressed out and you feel like you can't keep going, or you want to binge or stress eat or do whatever it is that is kind of pulling you away from the bigger picture, look at those things and they will help you to get back on track. Pictures, Instagram you might have found me through Instagram. Instagram is so helpful to me, and I really try to make sure that my feed is full of positive people. I mean, there's a lot of accounts out there, fitness accounts, and they have pictures of people in their booty shorts or their butts hanging out, or they're half naked and they're all oiled and greased up, and there's somebody who's been starving themselves for the last month because they're competing in a bikini competition. But we see those images over and over again, and we think that that's what we're supposed to look like. And that's not true. I mean, that's not healthy all the time. A lot of those people in those pictures, they're bikini models. They're going into competition. They haven't had water or food for like 3 days before they took that picture, and it's not normal. But when we see those things over and over again, we think that's what we're supposed to look like, and we think it's normal, so we start to get down on ourselves. So I encourage you to fill your feed with people that uplift you, positive quotes, realistic health and fitness pictures that motivate you and focus on a positive message. I think that's really important, because the images we see on a daily basis have a big effect on how we think and how we act. 2 more things. One really important one is to know your triggers. We talked about your triggers before. What triggers you to stress eat? What triggers you to get into that lazy mode where you don't work out for a couple of days and then it just keeps going? It's a big snowball. What are those triggers? Is it a phone call from a certain person? Is it putting yourself in a certain situation, being around certain types of people or food or environments? What is it that causes you to start to engage in those unhealthy behaviors that you did before? Know them, write them down. So know your triggers so you know how to handle situations like that tend to derail your progress, and you can stay out of them too, or you can replace those behaviors with something that's healthier. The very last thing that I think is so important is having an accountability system. Find a workout buddy. I highly encouraged you at the beginning of this to invite somebody, a friend, a family member, your biggest fan, to do this with you, to support you and push you and have your back and call you out and motivate you to keep going forward and to do this together. Because research really does show that when you do something with somebody else, you have somebody to hold you accountable, especially when it comes to health and fitness. You stick to it. So really having an accountability partner or something, an accountability system to motivate you is so important. That's why I made this challenge, because there were so many times when I was struggling with my own weight that I just really needed somebody to remind me every day to make healthy decisions, and that I'm worth it, and that it's important. And that is something that is a big part of your success. So I really hope that this program helped you and motivated you, and just, you know, that email in your inbox every day, or the message that you got with this video kind of reminded you that it's worth it, you're worth it, and you should keep going. That is really important. So whether you need to do this challenge again, go back to day 1, watch those videos again, and keep going with it to keep yourself motivated to continue this on day 22 and day 40 and day 60 and way after that. Do it again. Have an accountability buddy, someone who will work out with you, or someone you can just text and check in with. Joining new programs helps too. So take a class at the gym, join a class at the gym, or start another program. If this helped you and you want to work more closely with me even, I have tons of programs, professional workout programs that I train people in that you can do at home. They're DVD programs. They come with, your DVD, the workouts that you do every day. It gives you a calendar, a schedule, meal plans, a whole book of recipes and things to go with it. For me, those are the things that have made the biggest changes in my life. That's what got me into fitness to begin with, is because I found a program like that. I found workout DVDs that I followed this calendar, and I put each DVD in each day that I was supposed to, and that just kept me going forward. So if this is something that has helped you and you want to take it a step further, you're really serious about this, you want me to keep holding you accountable, then you can send me an email. I have my email address below, and we'll talk about what the best option is for you that's going to help you achieve your specific goal. We'll get you set up on a program. You'll have a schedule. All the hard work will be done. It'll be there for you. You just follow the schedule. Here's the workout I do today. Here's the different meal options that I have to eat. You'll have me to check in with you personally. I will reach out to you, not just sending you a video every day, but actually checking in with you to make sure that you're following along and doing specifically what has been assigned to you and what program that you're following. So if that's something that you feel like you need to keep going, I would love to keep working with you and to keep holding you accountable. So shoot me a message, we'll talk, and we'll figure out what's the best option for you. But overall, I just want to tell you once again, congratulations. You committed to something for 21 days and you finished it. You're serious about this. You've already made some big changes in your life. They're little steps, little things you did every day to make some big changes. And I know that you're going to keep going. Day 22 is going to be great. And that's just the start. This is just the start. Keep going, keep trying, keep pushing, dust yourself off. Keep going forward, and I know that you'll reach that goal that you set for yourself way back on day 1. So I would really love to hear from you. Shoot me a message. Let me know how this program went for you. If you want to continue on working with me, let me know that too. But I would really love to know how it went, how your progress went, questions that you have, and just any feedback. I'd love to hear from you. So shoot me an email, shoot me a message, and I can't wait to hear from you. And I can't wait to see the progress that you've made. Congratulations, you made it. Give yourself a big pat on the back. It's day 21 and you did it.